Blade and Sorcery Nomad is being blessed with so many cool mods since the Rakta update came out, but just a few days ago, we've all got back the awesome mod Modular spells, and with it, there has been a flood of people asking how the hell does it even work. And I know there is the full official tutorial available, but many of you wanted me to make a video as well, so here we go. I will be sticking to the official tutorial first and then show you some examples of my own. Here is what you'll need. The mod itself, available on mod.io or in-game, enough time and patience to learn everything. You'll also need to use your brain a bit more than with other mods because it's a bit complex but nothing impossible, and I recommend taking things slow rather than going crazy right away and crashing your game. Part 1. Getting to know everything. To begin, you'll need to equip the palette, which is your tool to create every spell. It has 8 regular slots and 2 special ones. If you turn the palette upside down, you'll see this handy menu with all the available tiles. You can also hold the spell wheel button to open this other menu, which is not only easier to put tiles in, but also lets you see what tile is using what, but we'll get to that. Once you've created your spell, you need to save it by holding trigger with the palette in hand. It will then be saved to your spell wheel on the hand you've held the palette in. Part 2. Creating basic spells. We'll focus on the 8 regular tiles right now, where if you put just a fireball, that's all it does, which is why you want to put some kind of a modifier, and those are in the aqua blue color. When you're trying to modify a spell, you need to put all the modifiers before the spell on the left. Now that we've created a guided fireball, let's move on to something even more spicy. These yellow tiles are cast types and change how, where, or when spells are casted. And some can even be adjusted to be even crazier, like this multiply tile that can be set up to 10x. Once you've put both tiles before the fireball and saved, you can now throw up the 10 guided fireballs at once, but beware of the lag. Part 3. Chaining spells together. This is the real beauty of this mod because you can create a monster of a spell. To chain them together, use the green colored tile like we'll be using the cast on hit for now. Again, you want to put your fireball, then on the right of it, put the cast on hit tile, and then we'll put the explode tile. You can also modify both of the spells, like having guided for the first one and multiply for the second one. Plus, you can also use the blue colored status tile, like the floating status. If you put it before the explosion, it makes creatures or items float. You can link up to 4 different effects together, like this quintuple cast of a fireball. But if you'd like to go even more insane, you'll need to use the aura slots. Part 4. Aura slots. These 2 awesome slots let you put a modifier that will affect all 8 regular slots. So if you just put 8 fireballs, it would shoot them all at once. But if you add the cast on hit into the aura slot, you will now have a fireball that can bounce 8 times. And if you add a modifier like the molten trail, you'll also set everything on fire, even your GPU. Part 5. Spell types. Not only you can create awesome chain spells with crazy effects, but you can also set a spell to be imbuable on weapons, letting you imbue your weapon with, let's say, an explosion, making you an unstoppable force. And not just weapons, even your fists can be using the same destructive effects. Part 6. Extras and some of my examples. Apart from all of the spells, you can also spawn this cool sword which has 3 slots for tiles, letting you enhance it with whatever you wish. But now I'll switch my mic and show you a few spells I created. I wanted to just record some off-script gameplay with live commentary, but I feel like that would be a great full video, so please let me know in the comments if you want that. Nonetheless, I do have one crazy spell I've created, and I'm calling it the Ripper Zapper. It works only as an imbue on a weapon, but deals massive damage. It consists of all these beautiful tiles: spell type imbue hit, quintuplicate, which can be lowered for performance, arc trail, and fire spark. Then in the second row put cast on hit creature, frozen, and lastly beam, which is kinda there just for the show. I also recommend using lower multiplier if you're a nomad, because with blood mods it can get especially performance heavy. Oh, and I don't recommend putting explosion as an imbue on your weapon, at least not one with a multiplier, because the weapon tends to leave your hand and enter orbit quite fast. I'd still recommend checking out the official tutorial for all the extra details like sharing spells, and I'm sorry if I sounded a bit weird in this video. I'm currently sick, so please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Huge thanks to my members as always, you guys are awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.